All right, there it is. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me. Appreciate your patience. We're starting a little bit late, but that's okay. Tonight, we're going to talk about the compensation plan in detail because there's still, even a lot of the leaders are still having some confusion about how it works. Okay, so let me kind of pull this up a little closer. See the whiteboard better. There we go. That better? Yeah, that's going to be better. Cool. All right. So here's what we need to know about our compensation plan and a way that we cannot be confused, right? Because, yeah, there's a lot of confusion out there. The way it was being taught sometimes was not completely accurate, right? And unfortunately, a lot of stuff that was said a month ago or more is still out there, right? And so people see older videos, they see older information. It's not 100% accurate. And because we are in soft launch, there's stuff that changes quite quickly, okay? So it's always good to be kept up to date, to always stay on top of what's happening, to be on the webinars, to be on the calls, to be on the Zooms that we do so that you're not left behind. Now, one of the things that you will get trained on is, there's 10 steps to being successful in any business, not just our business, but any business. And one of those steps is to stay connected, okay? That is a key thing. If you're not connected, things change so quickly that if you miss even just a week, you're going to be like way behind, okay? So stay connected. That is a key thing. But tonight, we're going to talk about in a way that I think is now very clear, and I'm going to use color coding, all right? We're going to use red and green here to make sure everybody understands how this works, because we're talking about right now. Now, I'm not going to talk about, the 1% on card swipes. We're not going to talk about stuff that's down the road, because that's still in the future. That's still months away, okay? What we need to understand right now is the way we get paid on the membership, the $38 that we're getting, charged every single month. How does that pay out? Because that's how we're making money right now. Okay, so we're going to talk about that, and we know, and let's just make it very simple. There's really only two things. You either make $1 or you make $2, depending on who the person is in your team building structure. Okay. Now, yes, there's an extra 50 cents for people that go and get their 10 in the pen, become founding members and all of that. But that's a separate bonus, okay? So I want to make it very, very clear when we're talking about the average individual participating in our network, it is $1 or it's $2. Yeah, and that's it. That's all you got to know. It's $1 or $2, depending on if they are 1 through 3 or if they are 4 through infinity, okay? Super simple. All right. So first thing to understand is a 3x10, okay, we know this. So a 3x10 team building structure, which means that you have one spot right there in the middle, and another spot over here. So there's 3 legs, okay? We could call these legs or roots of the tree, all right? Whatever you want to call them, but that's how it works. So if this is you, okay, then let's talk about how it fills in first of all, okay? There's some confusion on that as well. So your first somebody, that first somebody goes right there, okay? Then you enroll person number 2. They're going to go right there in the middle. Then you're going to enroll person number 3, and they're going to go on that far right leg. Okay, great. Now you just filled in your first tier, right? We call them tiers because there's something called dynamic compression that we'll talk about here in a little bit. But so they're not just levels, they're tiers. Okay, so your first tier goes in like that. All right. Now, what happens when you put in person number 4? Okay, so if you were to enroll person number 4 over here, so person number 4 fills in now from right to left. Okay, so the first row, and here's how you can also think of this, is that odd numbers fill in left to right. So tier 1 fills in left to right. Tier 2 is an even number, so it's going to fill in right to left. Okay. Then when we get down to tier 3, that's an odd, so it's going to go left to right again. All right. Now, the reason we have to think of this is because guess what? Your sponsor is above you. It's the opposite, right? So while you are filling in left to right, your second or your first row is actually your sponsor's second row. So you're going to be filling in left to right. Your sponsor, if they're building and they're creating spillover for you, they're going to be filling in right to left. Okay. So you might sign up one person right there, and your sponsor might create some spillover for you, and that's now going to fill in. And that's exactly what's happening right here for number 3, right? Number 3, right? If he were to go and enroll somebody, okay, his first person would go right there. But you, since you're building and you're putting in person number 4, you're filling in right to left. So all of a sudden, number 3 gets spillover on his right leg. And he's thinking, wait a second, isn't it supposed to fill in left to right? Not from above, no. From above, that is now an even number, so it's going to fill in right to left. That make sense? Okay, so, but let's assume that you're doing it all right now, okay? So what would happen? Right here, now this is number 5, okay? And then over here, you have number 6, because it fills in now right to left, team by team, but on the far right leg first, okay? Then it acts like a typewriter, okay? For the old fogies, we all know what that is. You know, we know how a typewriter works. For the younger generation, you millennials out there, yeah, go have your grandma get you out her old typewriter and see how a typewriter works, okay? But the way it works is the typewriter would go, then it, boom, it goes back, okay? And then it starts over again. And then you have right here, number 7, okay? Then you have right here, number 8, okay? And then you have right here, number 9, okay? So that's how it goes. So it goes in right to left, and then it comes back again, and right to left again, but the middle leg now, then it goes back again, and puts in right here, this would be number 10, okay? And then if you were to keep going, it would be number 11, and then over here, be number 12. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, the way it works. So left to right, right to left again, right to left again. Okay? Team by team. Right, middle, left. Right? Now, at the same time, like I mentioned, you're going to have your sponsor up above you putting in people. So when those people start coming in, it's going to do the opposite. Right? So while you're building right to left on this, they are going to be putting people in, and they're going to be coming in left to right. Okay? So it's kind of hard, it's really hard to guess what's going to happen. You don't know, right? When you could try and do it, and okay, I'm going to fill in right here, but what if your sponsor is putting in people and they beat you to it, right? And you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to sign this guy up tomorrow, and he'll fall in right here. But what if above you, they're building, and it fills in. You're like, ah! Right? So the only way to really guarantee, if you're trying to place somebody under somebody specifically, is to give away enrollment. That's the only way. Okay? And if you really want somebody under this number 2, the only way to guarantee it is to say, hey, number 2, I'm going to let you enroll them. Then they'll for sure fall in that structure. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So that's how it fills in. That's how it builds, right? And, there's going to be some of us that go out and put in maybe, 12, 15 people, okay? The majority of individuals out there, they don't do it that quickly. It's going to take them some time, right? The average person probably maybe get their 3, hopefully, in their first month, okay? That's the goal, is to get your 3 in the first month. That's, I think, a realistic goal for anybody, even brand new people that have never done this kind of thing before. Say, hey, you know what? Look what we got. We got a really cool opportunity for you to make some extra money, right? And we talked about this last week. If you were to ask anybody and they were being honest with you, if they could use some extra money at the end of the month, pretty much everybody would say yes, okay? So let's say, are you being completely honest with me, could you earn, or would you be able to use some extra money at the end of the month, right? Whether that's $100, $500, 1,000, whatever. Could you use that? And they'll say yes. You say, okay, here's the easiest way to do it that I know on the planet. Okay, something we use where we can get residual income. So it's money that comes in whether we're asleep or we're on vacation or doing whatever. Okay, that's key. It's something that it's not expensive, right? It's something, it's only $38 a month, not hundreds of dollars a month like in other opportunities. And what is the product, right? What is our product? Our product is amazing. Our product, starting right now, 2 days from now, is going to be a discount portal that allows us to get amazing savings at hundreds of thousands of locations throughout the world. It will have wholesale travel pricing, right? So you can get amazing, amazing deals on any kind of travel, and it will have other kinds of perks and rewards and stuff to it, okay? It's gonna be awesome. That will be our first product. Now, down the road, we'll have the other products like the banking and other things that will make it even easier to introduce this to people. But for right now, the whole goal is to have people save money, right? If we can show people how to save $50 a month or more on stuff they do anyway, right? Like we just went to Arby's. We got some Arby's right now, and what if we could have saved 10% on that or 20%, right? Wow, that would have been amazing. Okay. Unfortunately, didn't have the app yet. Still 2 days away. But hey, starting in 2 more days, we'll be able to do that, right? Go out to eat. There's all kinds of things. Yes, question. Like giving them access to it. So you, yeah, technically you could give them your username and password and let them use it. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, it's a website. Right. Yeah, but you could, if you gave them your username and password, which you probably wouldn't want to do, because then they could see everything. They could see your commission and all of that, right? So probably not a good idea unless they're super close, friend or family, right? But that's the only way you could share. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you won't want to do that. No. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Exactly. Now, you might be able to like go out with them and say, hey, let's go test this together, right? Let's go to Walmart, let's go to McDonald's or whatever and show them that it works, right? Yeah, for sure. You want to do that. But you don't want to just say, oh, I'm going to buy one and share it with all my friends and family, because then they would have access to everything. They would be able to get in and transfer your commissions to them, or you don't want that. So don't be thinking that, right? That's not smart. Okay. Definitely. And it's only $38 a month. Come on, right? So, and right now, honestly, right now, we really need to have the mentality that this is a business right now, okay? Free customers will come. That will come in our launch in January, right? So if somebody just wants to use the portal for discounts and stuff, as a customer, they need to be patient. You just need to tell them, sorry, you need to wait. I'll talk to you in January. Okay? And we just need to have that posture, because if we don't, then people, they will always trample all over us. As much as we want to give them, they'll take it. Okay, you heard the phrase, right? You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. So don't do that. This is valuable. This is valuable stuff, and it's worth it. So if they want it, then yeah, they need to pay for it. Okay, they need to take advantage of the opportunity. And then as they spread the word, and the whole point of this is to get our first bonus, right? Which was the perfect lead, which is the 3 and me bonus. Okay, what is that all about? Well, our president and founder, Richard Smith, when he created the comp plan, he said, you know what? I want to make sure that anybody that wants to do this as a business can get into profit quickly, right? In other words, they can make more than they're spending. Okay, that's the goal. So if you have a business that is profitable because you're making more than you're spending, then wow, why would you ever quit? Why would you even worry about how much it costs? right? Because if you're making more than the $38, now it's not a big deal, okay? And it's super easy. Free and me bonus, what do you got to do? You just got to get 3 people, okay? 3 people means that, and this is as of today, today is the 20th, is that right? Yep, June 20th, okay, 2019. This is how it is as of today. Don't be surprised if on Saturday there's some enhancements, right? But today, this is how it works. Okay, go get your 3 people, and you are now going to make $30. Okay, $33. So you're pretty close, right? Your cost is really it's 35 plus the $3 for the fee that they charge you because of the merchant processing. But that, my understanding is that that's going to go away, especially once you actually start making money, because you can pay for your membership right out of your commissions. Okay, that's something that will be introduced in the next few weeks. The other thing is that they are looking at changing merchant processors. We'll have several options for merchant processing, so that $2 will also go away on that. So yes, very soon, for all intents and purposes, we'll only be paying the 35. So the way it is now, you have 3 people, you're making 33, you're off by $2. Okay, you're pretty much already profitable just with 3 people on your team. It's easy, right? If you were to go, let's just say you were in New York City and you got yourself a hot dog stand, right? You're going to go sell hot dogs on the street. Well, what do you got to do? You got to go get the stand itself. You got to pay for a permit to sell stuff in New York. It's very expensive. You got to go get the inventory, right? You got to get the hot dogs and the bread and the ketchup and the mustard and all that stuff. Then you got to go out and you got to get customers, right? You probably got to get hundreds of customers a day buying your hot dogs for your business to be profitable, right? Where you even break even. You have enough to go buy more hot dogs tomorrow and do it all again, okay? How many people need to be profitable in our network? Just 3. That's it. And it's residual because those 3 are going to come back. They're return customers, right? They're coming back every single month, all the time. So you're always profitable after that, okay? So it's super simple, okay? Not complicated at all. All right. So maybe bonus, this will be improved upon on Saturday. You will see how it's pretty awesome, okay? But for now, yes, getting into profitability is super simple. All right. Now, we mentioned, it's $33. How come? Well, because the first person that you sign up is going to give you a $10 bonus. Okay. Oh, that's cool. All right. Second person you sign up also going to give you a $10 bonus. The third person you sign up is going to give you a $10 bonus. Okay. So this is each one of these first 3 that you enroll pays out a $10 bonus to you every time they pay that $35 a month. Okay. And then what happens is now the money is coming into the tree, right? So this $10 bonus, that doesn't pay out in the tree, so it doesn't matter how many people are down here below. That's just a direct bonus right to you, okay? Because these first 3 are tied to you directly, and the computer knows that, and so it's going to take that $10 and pay you first. Okay? Then what happens? Basically, we think, okay, of the $5 paid out or paid into the company, $10 of that is going to you, right? So 10 goes to the enroller. Okay? Then what happens is another $10 is going to go to the TBS, the team building structure. Then there's $15 left over, and that $15 goes to the company. Okay? Very simple. It breaks out. $10 to the enroller, $10 to the TBS, and $15 to the company. Now, the $10 to the TBS, how does that pay out? So it pays out, take 10, and you divide it by 10 levels, and that then gives you $1 per tier or per level. Okay? So in this case, so number 3, going to pay out an additional $1. right? Person number 2, additional dollar, right? And then person number 1 is additional dollar, okay? So that's how we get 33. Because you have 10 plus 1 is 11 times 3, 33. Okay, that's where that number comes from. All right. Now, what happens with person number 4? Person number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way for forever, it does something different. Instead of $10 to the TBS and $10 to the enroller, this $10 that normally would go to the enroller also goes into the TBS. So this is 1 through 3, okay, but 4 through get upside down D, right? There we go. Okay, so you take 4 through infinity, and it's actually going to pay $20 to the TBS, okay, and 15 company. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that person number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, that is actually paying out $2, right? So you have $2 going up. Okay, so that's where we come into color coding, all right? So we're going to take this and we're going to say, oh, person number 1 is green, okay? Person number 2 is green because they are a $1 person. Okay? Person number 3 is green, but everybody else, 4 through whatever, right? 4 through infinity, they are red. Red people. They're paying out $2. Okay? So 4, okay, 7, 10, 5, 8, 11, 12, right. Everybody that's 4 through infinity, okay, and it's the order in which they were enrolled. 1, 2, and 3, they're the first 3 to be enrolled, so they're green, so they only pay out $1 because the other $10 is going to you. 4 through infinity, paying out $2 on all of them. Okay, $2, $2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, all of these red ones are paying out 2 because they were 4th and on. All right. So where it gets confusing then is spillover. Okay, so a lot of people are like, well, I assumed that everything that was under the 4th level and down was 2, right? I've been told all kinds of things. It's crazy. So we have on your first 3 rows is just $1. And everything on rows 4 and down is 2. No, that's not how it works. No, it is when somebody is the first 3 of somebody else, then they are green and they only pay $1. If they are 4 through infinity of somebody else, then they're going to be red and pay out $2. Okay, so let's assume that your enroller, okay, the person up here above you, right, decides to enroll somebody, okay, and they start building underneath you. So let's assume that's going to be right. But for them, it's going to start going over here. Okay, so let's assume they put in person number A, and that's their first person. Okay, first person they're putting in is person number A. Okay, so that person is now going to be a $1 person. That's their first person they ever put in. Okay, then let's assume, okay, that they put in person number B, so it's going over here, right? So person B, also a $1 person, okay, and then person number C, okay, so C is also a $1 person. But then, now they're going to put in person D, right, which is their 4th, okay? So their 4th person comes in, okay? So now this is person D right here. Oh, D is the 4th person, right? So that means they're a $2 person paying up the tree. Okay, that makes sense? So then, of course, then if they put in person number E, right? Okay, that's going to be a $2 person. They're going to put in F, right? That's now a $2 person, and so on. Okay, so it's the order in which they're placed. Okay, it has nothing to do with what level they're on, right? It has everything to do with the order that they were enrolled by their own enroller. If it's person 1, 2, or 3, A, B, or C of their enroller, then it's a green person and it pays just $1. If it's person number 4 through infinity, then they're a red person and they pay 2, and it doesn't matter where they're at in the matrix. Okay, so you can have a matrix literally if you had people that were just lazy and never ever put in more than 3 people, then your entire matrix would only pay out $1 because it would be filled with green people that only pay out $1. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. That is a reality. Now it's not a probability. Okay, I mean it's very likely that most people will try and get 4 or 5 or more people. We hope. Okay, but the way it's been so far, that the majority of people are only getting 1, 2, or 3. Very few are actually getting more than 4. Okay, so that's why on this last commission run, people were expecting the majority of the people on their team to be red, to pay 2, and that wasn't the case. The majority of the people currently only have 1 through 3. And so the majority of the people in the whole tree were actually green and actually only paying out $1. Okay, so that's kind of one of the false teachings that we had previously. Was it was assumed that everybody just paid out $2. Whatever you had in your matrix, it was just going to be $2 per person, and not true. Okay, not true at all. The majority actually were green people that only pay out 1 because the majority were just the first 3 of somebody. Okay, and then there was a few of us that were leaders that actually went and got 10 or more even. Right, and those did pay out $2. Okay? So hopefully that clarifies that, makes it easier to understand, color coding it, right? Say, okay, yeah, the first 3 that you or somebody else enrolls, then that person is a $1 person. If it was somebody that's 4 through infinity, either you or whoever else creating spillover for you, then that is a $2 person. And the same thing, let's assume that number 4 here, right? Number 4 goes, and he starts to enroll his people. So guess what? His first 3, right? They're going to be green people, so they're only going to pay $1, right? But after that, he keeps going. He's excited. He's going to start filling in his matrix. So he's going to start putting in people, and those people are going to be red, paying out $2. Because now this is number 4, 5, 6, right? So it's the number. It's if you are a number 1, 2, or 3, then you are worth only $2, and you're only worth $1 to whoever up the tree. Okay, $1. But if you are a number 4 through infinity, you are worth $2 the whole tree. Okay, all the way up. So that's how that works. Okay, now let's talk about the extra 50 cents. Okay, so we know that right now it's $1 or $2 until in this case you. Okay, sorry, that color orange. All right, so you personally have enrolled now your 10 people or more, which makes you a founding member. Okay, now you are a founding member, and basically what that means is that over here where we talked about $50 going to the company, right? What happens is now as a founding member, they're going to take that $5, that extra $5, okay, on the 15, and they're going to pay that out. So it's going to be a $5 founders. Now only $10 is going to the company, and $5 is now going to go on every single one of these. So once you're a founder, you just add 50 cents to all of these. So on the dollars, now they're $1.50s. Okay, and on the red ones that were 2, now they're $2.50s. Okay, so if you want to have a mega bank account, right? We call it an MBA, a mega bank account, okay? Then you need to go get your 10 in the pen, because now you're going to start getting 50 cents extra on everybody, all of them, right? Not just the ones and the twos, right? All of them. It's going to add that extra 50 cents on there, which is huge, okay? It will increase your check, like, I think it's like 40%. It's huge, 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 huge. If you go get 10, right? That's why we're hammering it, talking about it all the time. Go get your 10, go get your 10, 10 in the pen. Because not only you get an extra 50 cents on every single person in your whole tree, okay, but you'll also be able to order the rev card first. You'll be able to participate in that. Probably a month ahead of every single other person, okay? And you'll also have the option to be a bank owner. They're going to have an option for when the banking stuff all rolls out for those that are founding members to purchase part of that, okay? And participate in actually being a co-owner of the bank itself. And there will be other perks, recognition, when we do events and stuff like that, the founding members will have a pin that they can wear, and they'll have VIP treatment. There's going to be lots of cool things, okay? So get your 10, right? Make a huge difference in your paycheck. Okay. Questions? Anybody have any questions? Now a little bit more clear, less muddy. Yep, colors. Cool. All right, let's check in the chat. Anybody on the chat? Let's see. No chat messages. Okay. Or go ahead. If you're just seeing this, go ahead and type in the chat if there's any questions or concerns about that. Okay. Now, obviously, in the future, this is going to be enhanced very soon. On Saturday, you'll hear the details about how this bonus is enhanced, but it will still follow the same, right? If it's 1 through 3 person, it's $1. If it's a 4 through infinity person, it's $2. What they're going to try and do is make it a little bit more balanced so that more people are $2 people instead of $1 people. Okay, but I'll let them announce that on Saturday. All right. Okay. Spillover. Okay. Oh, sorry, Barbara. Yeah, I know. We need better, brighter markers or something. Anyway. Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about the spillover and what that means. Okay. So I know that spillover is an attractive recruiting tool. Okay, because who wouldn't want to have spillover, right? I mean, that's very cool that we all build a team, that your leader, right? In this case, well, this is you, and you're putting in all these people. You're creating spillover for the first 3, right? So, the first 3 people you put in kind of sat back and said, hey, we're going to kind of wait and see what's going on, see how this is working, right? But you're a go-getter, and you, by filling this in, you created spillover for them, okay? And that's cool, right? That's good, because now they're motivated. Now they're thinking, okay, this works. I can set people on my team. And then not only that, but then they get spill under, right? We have spill over, but we have the other term that's even better. It's called spill under. And spill under is like this guy, number 4, right? You placed number 4, number 3, and number 4 went and he got 6 people. That's called spill under, okay? Because number 3 now, he got a spillover guy, and then number 4 went and built. And now he's got how many? 7 people. Holy cow, right? He's excited. Actually, more. He almost got 10 people, and he hasn't done anything yet. Okay? So he's excited because spill over, you might get 1, but spill under, that's leverage, right? That's where it really starts to go. Now it's all these guys trying to get their 10 as well. That's way better than spillover. So spillover is there to help, but spill under, that's what you really want. Okay? That's where it starts to go crazy, right? So work with your team. That's the whole point, is that once you have your 10, you just want to help your 10 get 10 each, because then they're going to multiply, right? So it happens. Like right now, we've got the ants in my front yard, and all of a sudden, there's nothing there, and in the morning, all of a sudden, right, there's all these ants all over the sidewalk, right? And you're like, whoa, where do you guys come from? So that's what happens, okay? It multiplies. It goes crazy. So that's the thing. Don't expect spillover. Be the leader. Create spillover for other people. And then you will be blessed because you've helped them. And not only that, but you're going to create spill under, because they're now going to go build and create more spill under. It's just awesome. That works. Okay. So it does happen, but you don't want to be that guy, right? Or that gal. You want to be the one creating the spillover, not the one getting it. All right. Any other questions on that? Here. Time's it. Okay. So we do have a few more minutes. Any other thoughts, concerns, questions? Anything besides comp plan? We can talk about what else? Okay, great. So yeah, let's talk about Saturday for a minute. So as you know, Saturday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, we will be broadcasting our pre-launch event, and that will be coming from it's the university called UVU, Utah. What is it? Oh, what does it stand for? Utah Valley University. That's what it stands for. Okay, UVU. So we'll be there at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, we're going to be doing an opportunity meeting. Okay, so if you have guests that want to just find out what we're talking about, what we're all about, have them either show up if they can still get tickets, because I think they might be sold out. No, but we'll be broadcasting. So we will be from the facebook.com/rNetwork Corp, CORP/live. Okay, that's going to be the streaming. It will also be, was it Our World? Ourworld.live. Okay, it'll be two places. So if you want to watch it on Facebook, it's the corporate Facebook page. If you want to watch it on Zoom, then it's ourworld.live. Okay, so either one of those will work to watch it. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. So the payout. Okay. All right. So all of this is Friday to Friday. Okay. Friday to Friday. And it actually updates on a daily basis, right? So when you look into your commission office, in your back office, you will see it has pay periods, okay? And the current one, right, is, so this week, everything that's going on this week is going to pay out the following Friday, right? Following Friday. So what we're seeing currently in our back office is the 28th. So the 28th of June is, so on tomorrow, the 21st, right? That one's done. And so we can see, oh, this is what I'm going to get paid tomorrow on the 21st. But the current week that we're in will show, so the 28th, that will update every day. So as people come in, right, whether they're $1 people or $2 people or $2.10 people, doesn't matter, that will update. It updates at midnight every night. So the next morning, you can log in and see commissions from yesterday. Okay, so it's really cool. It actually updates on a daily basis. So, oh, okay, my team grew by 10 people yesterday, and so I can see tomorrow. Oh, my commissions went up by either 10 or 20, right, or somewhere in between, depending on how they work. Okay, so that's really fun. You can see that every single day, and then on the Friday, okay, and this will come hopefully soon, we'll have the option to withdraw, right? Right now, we're just seeing the balance, okay? But we're not sure exactly when. We will have a new module in our commission office that says withdraw. And when we click on that, you'll be able to say where you want to withdraw it to, whether a bank account, be able to pick it up cash at like a Western Union or places like that, 7-Elevens. So there's all kinds of cool places where you can get your money, whether you're here in the United States or internationally. That should be coming hopefully soon. I would expect we'll hear more about that tomorrow, hopefully, but we'll see when that's done. They'll let us know. Question? Okay. For Saturday, northeast entrance of the Student Life and Family Building. Okay. Oh, wellness. Student Life and Wellness. Sorry. Student Life and Wellness. So if you're coming on Saturday in person, you have tickets, then northeast corner, Student Life and Wellness Building. Okay. We don't. Okay, so you have to go around the library. It's kind of hard to find. Hopefully, try and get there early. So if you get lost, you can figure it out. Okay, 8:30. Doors open at 8:30. So that gives you a full 30 minutes to get seated and get ready for the 9 o'clock opportunity meeting. Okay. Then at 10 o'clock is when we start the actual pre-launch event. And we have Dave Dove is going to be our master of ceremonies. So one of our trainers, he'll be doing that. He'll be running the show and he'll introduce, I believe Richard's going to start. Then we're going to have myself, John Johnson, master members. We'll have Ed Terranova, I believe John Stahl. We're going to have Kevin Wiscombe and Trent Walker will be presenting. Troy Mulestein will be presenting. So it's going to have, there's going to be a lot of good stuff. So don't miss it. Big announcements, cool things, comp plan, obviously our rewards and discount portal, and other neat things to come. So, yep, be fun. All right. Question here. Should we try to explain the comp plan to prospects? Basics of it, maybe, right? I wouldn't start with that. Definitely not. Obviously, you start the product, maybe talk a little bit about how it's a money-making opportunity, right? It's a way that they can make money from home and all that. But when it comes to the comp plan, probably the best thing is to get them on a webinar like this or one of the recordings that we've done, or send them the PDF document, that kind of stuff. Because here's the real best way to do this. And there's individuals out there that are very logical thinkers, and they want to know, right? They want to know all the details of the comp plan and how it works and how it pays and stuff. But most people are not like that, right? Most people, if you try and explain comp plan like this when they're just barely getting started, it's like trying to if you let's do the analogy of buying a car, right? If you're a car salesman and somebody's coming to buy the car, and you're sitting there telling them all about how the motor and the engine and how the carburetor and all these things inside, right? Most people don't care. They don't want to know that stuff, right? And sure, maybe some guys do, but most people, they just want to know, is this car going to be safe? Is it going to get me to point A to point B? How much does it cost, right? Can I afford this car? That's what they want to know. So that's what I would tell people. I would say, look, you don't need to know all the details, really. All you really need to know is the simple stuff of how to drive it, okay? How do you drive it? You get 10 in the pen. That's it. If you can get 10 in the pen, right, start out with 3, get your 3 and me bonus, make sure you're profitable, then go get 10. That's all you got to know. And it will just pay you lots of money, okay? And if they really insist on wanting to know more about it, then, okay, yeah, get them to one of these trainings and we'll take care of it. All right, let's see. So someone could do nothing after getting their one person, and the comp plan will fill in for them, and they get paid for doing nothing more. Good question. Yeah. So let's answer that question. So yes, brought in one person, you unlocked one level or one tier. Okay. So yes, you can come in, bring in just one person, and you could make money on those 3, but not anything else. If you want to make money on tier 2, you would need to enroll person number 2. Then, now you can make money on tier 2. Okay? So the way to make money on the whole thing is by enrolling 10 people. You have to enroll 1 per tier. Now, they don't have to be on that tier, right? Like you, in this case, you brought all your 10 and they all fell in the first 2 tiers. But that still opens up your whole matrix, okay, your whole TBS. It could be that you came in and waited, right? Maybe you came in and this whole thing filled in, 3 whole levels filled in, or you decide to engage. And then all of a sudden you say, wow, this works. Cool. I'm going to go and bring in my 10 people, and your 10 people fill in down here somewhere. Okay. Well, that will still unlock your 10 levels. Okay. So, point is, got to get 10 to get paid on all of them.
Ask that question. Time to that lady person.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's a little bit more detail on that. Exactly. So let's assume, right, person F right here, right, paying is $35. Okay. Pays $35, and he's an F, so that means 2. So $2. So the computer is going to look at number 5, right? And it's going to say, hey, number 5, did you pay your $35 this month? Say, yes, I did. Great. And number 5, did you enroll at least 1 person, right, to get to unlock this level right below you? And the answer is yes, you enrolled F. Oh, perfect. Great. Okay, so we're going to pay you the $2. What about person number 2? Person number 2 is lazy. Person number 2 said, I'm going to wait for everybody to do all the work because I'm a socialist and I believe in getting stuff for nothing. Right? So number 2 did nothing. So the computer says, hey, number 2, did you pay? Yeah, I paid. Okay, but did you enroll anybody yet? Did you enroll at least 2 people? Mm-mm. Oh, skip. You're not getting paid. You didn't do anything. You got to do your part. You got to. Okay. All right. Other questions? Okay. Going on 47 minutes here. It's probably enough. Okay. Well, thanks everybody. We're going to take a break in about 30 minutes. Come back, and we will be on here again watching Mr. Ed Terranova. He's going to do our opportunity presentation for us tonight. So don't miss it. It's going to be exciting. See you in a bit.